There's the main tower. And you can see the isolation tower to the north there. They're not like the towers back home. But they're beautiful in their own way.
Finders keepers, as they say.
Good. Nobody's noticed us so far. Right. Walk with purpose, don't make eye. The key is in that chest. It's a spare for when the researchers misplace theirs. Got it? Let's speak for a moment. All right! We have the key. This is going better than I thought it would. And it's strange. Everything looks so different in Nathan's protective wards. You know, Cecil's magic barriers that kept me... Good question. I don't think I've ever seen it this empty down here. Where is everyone? Wait. What are these subjects doing out of containment? Why are they like this? What has Cecile done to them? There. Are those research notes? Look around. What's that? It looks like a letter. observation outpost. What happened? Where is everyone?
I don't suppose we have anything to cook.
I'm glad Tunche is all right. The researchers too? God, what has she done?
They're coming for us.
I've tolerated this incursion long enough. If you won't listen to me, perhaps my guardian will compel you to turn back. This is your last chance. Dacia, turn back, or you may never leave this tower again.
Dacia, stay back! I tried to escape, but she was right. My mother was right about...
Nathan!
So now you know
what are you
the
talking
truth.
about? We're here to rescue you.
My researchers signed on with me because of my area of study. Or, of course I did. I've been studying Delman Mykota for over 20. What does it matter if she and Nathan are able to live out their days together? I'd only prioritize curing her. But I am a researcher. I am not above recognizing the benefit of additional My researchers signed on with me because of my area of study. They knew the dangers of Delman Mycota as well as its potential. Or, if I had time... Of course I did. I suppose my research notes wouldn't give you the whole picture, would they? Toonshay, one of my most devoted researchers, discovered it in a pool of brackish water deep within... When bonded inside the lungs of its host, Delman Mycota passively produces spores toxic to almost all non-fungal life, as you saw in the caverns. It is sensitive to smoke, a herald of fire, which causes it to release reproducing spores in anticipation of finding a new host. These are the spores we would use to inoculate Dacia, if that is what she chooses. Correct. Somehow, Delman Mycota recognizes itself, and of course doesn't see itself as a threat. Argonians like Toonshay are a different case, but only barely. They're natural resistance. I've been studying Delman Mycota for over 20 years. If anyone can find a cure, it's me. I'm not about to abandon my life's most important work. There has to be... What does it matter if she...
Nathan and I could finally be together. But the way to do so means becoming his mother's... experiment. But I'd be safe, provided for. I'd get to dance and sing every day with the one I love. Some would kill for such a gentle life. Leaving for good is no option for me. My heart is Nathan's and his is mine. If I don't give up my freedom, I can help Sathiel find a cure. I'd get to see the world like I always wanted, but I'd be in her service. And I'd be alone. Life offers no guarantee of love, either. But I found that, didn't I? I don't see it as giving up my freedom. I see it as a choice of how I get to show my love. But my heart is split.
Don't look at me like that. I tried to get her to leave, didn't I? At best, it would come to this. At worst, she'd have ended up like the rest of the researchers. The choices that love demands of us are never easy.
I don't want to be alone again. I want nothing more than for Dacia to stay with me. If we can't walk the world together, at least we'd never have to be apart. But I love her. Deeply, truly, I do, which is why I know I cannot ask her to stay.
After I lost everything in Cyrodiil, Tel Dreloth became my home. I can't possibly leave it behind me. But does that mean I should stay here forever? Leaving for good is no option for me. Life offers no guarantee of love, either. But I found that, didn't I? I don't see it as giving up my freedom. I see it as a choice of how I get to show my love. But I made it this far. I can work and wander a bit longer to have Nathan by my side for good someday. Sathiel and I are going to find that cure. Thank you for helping me see the best.
Dacia, I love you. I'm glad you're going to see the world.
Nathan, until you can see it with me, my road will always lead back to Tel Dreloth.
I don't know what to say. Dacia is my world. I wouldn't want her to curse herself forever just to be with me. But I don't think I'll meet anyone like her ever again.
Why are y'all acting like she's never gonna come the fuck back here for studying and shit? You're gonna see each other again. Relax.
I'll ask my mother to order me songbooks, and then I'll learn and practice every song I can. When Dacia returns, I'll play and she'll sing,
Brother.
and it'll be just...
So, she keeps her freedom, and she'll aid me in finding a cure, so long as her heart remains anchored to Tel Dreloth.
Exactly. She'll probably meet someone else.
It'll put a stall in my research, but I think Dacia deserves a break. I've put her through quite a lot. Letting her be with Nathan, as much as she can be with him behind these wards, will be a good reminder for why she chose the way she did. I'll have to, won't I? And Toonshay will help me, as he's always done. I pay well, and the world is in no shortage of those who lost loved ones to the Nahatan flu.
I feel better having a path forward so both Nathan and I can be free. We'll find a cure soon. I expect I'll get straight to work for Sathiel. I mean, Mistress Drelov. If I can spare a moment alone with Nathan, I'll take it. But I don't want to waste any more time when I could be searching.
That was a waste of time. No one goes to Salen Mora anymore, and now I can see why. Getting badgered by priests and buoyant armigers isn't worth seeing the one impressive relic they keep at the shrine. Is that where you're headed? The Shrine of St. Voorhees? Patron saint of House Telvanni? It's the only reason why anyone would go to Salen Mora. I stopped by to see the relic of St. Voorhees, but the High Priest wouldn't even let me get close enough to get a good look. I didn't stay long enough to find out. Apparently, it's an honor just to be in its mere presence. Didn't feel like anything special to me. If you're headed that way, maybe you can see what all the fuss is about. Good luck, outsider. You're going to need it.
A nice little present from Vec, eh? Mother Morrowind has her eye on you.
This is your last heist, Lock of Rosgard! The Talisman of St. Voorhees will be mine. And I'm all yours, Relassie, if you can catch me.
The Lark of Rosgard is so smug when he's got the high ground. He won't be so smug when he's level with my boot. And his little disappearing act. Let me get my hands on him, and that fetching thief has been a thorn in my side for far too long. He's planning to rob the shrine at Salem Mora of the sacred relic of St. Voorhees. I need extra hands if I'm to stop him. Stand in for me at the shrine and the Khajiit caravan nearby. Ask questions. Search for any clues or suspicious activity, and assure the High Priest that I have everything under control. Help me, and I'll make sure your High Priest Treelan will be your point of contact at the shrine. He seems insistent the Khajiit are involved in the heist somehow. I have a feeling they're only guilty of poor timing. I'm Relassie. I'm a buoyant armiger, and I serve the will of the Tribunal. I'm fully aware that I may be more straight-laced than other armigers you've met. No need to remark on it. My standing orders are to apprehend the Lark. That's why... history. That's one way to put it. The others in my order seem to delight in romanticizing this cat-and-mouse dynamic the Lark plays up between us. I tell you, there's nothing poetic about persistently playing the fool in someone else's story. I can detail the charges of his past exploits once we've caught him. Arrogant Fetcher might even tell you himself. See, he has to evade me every time. I only have to capture him once. By Vivec, and with your help, today's going to be... I fear the Lark might leave a note for me at the shrine, if he hasn't already. Aggravating little habit of his. Keep it hidden from the High Priest if you can. He already thinks little of me for how I've handled them. In short, I haven't. They're Bandari peddlers, a group of nomads with a bit of an unsavory reputation for theft. High Priest Treelan thinks they have something to do with the intended theft of the Talisman of St. Voorhees. A caravan of alleged pickpockets taking blame. Meet me here when you're done.
All may bask in the talisman's divine glory. From a respectful distance, please. If you're here to bask in the presence of the Talisman of St. Voorhees, I humbly ask that you do so out of arm's reach. If you have any questions about the relic's history... Shh! Not so loud! This is a very delicate situation. We need to ensure that what few pilgrims we have aren't scared off by any of this. Relassie hasn't exactly kept us apprised of her plans. What did she... Of course she did. That's it. I'm sending a priest to shadow her. After Relassie came through to examine the talisman, I've had to stand watch. I've made sure not to let anyone get too close. Especially not any... outsiders. It's... aside from you... There was one other, an Elder Khajiit who asked many questions. Without, I might add, the judgmental sneering typical of most outsiders. I cannot recall his name, but he was alone. I've heard the dangerous ones only travel in groups. I'm so glad you asked. This shrine has stood since the dawn of the Second Era in honor of St. Voorhees the Immolent, patron saint of House Telvanni. I am the High Priest, and I oversee the care of our most valued relic, the Talisman of St. Voorhees. St. Voorhees believed that we honor our ancestors through the forceful expression of will over others. The gem within the relic exemplifies this belief. It was claimed in Conquest during his march across elsewhere. Not stole, claimed in Conquest. The shrine is dedicated to exercising our forceful expression of will. we hope to someday unravel the hidden mystical properties held by the gem that eluded even the great Saint Voorhis until his death. Testing one's will on the talisman serves as a humbling reminder that forceful expression of one's will is an unending journey. Salen Mora used to be a haven for aspiring Telvanni, pilgrims eager to test their mettle. But alas, those days... Most come to visit the crypts. Few stay to properly observe the majesty of the relic. I cannot understand why. Admittedly, we have had an influx of visitors since this Locke character. I'd hate to think that spectacle was the only thing calling pilgrims to the shrine anymore. And if the Locke succeeds, there won't be anything here worth visiting for at all. Please. Excuse me. Please step back from the relic. Since Relassi isn't keeping me apprised of your movements, I'd appreciate it if you could.
Why are we stopping here, when these dark elves lurk about the edges of our camp?
Oh, Shadea. You worry too much. Surely they mean us no harm.
I need them to add the giant cat as a race on here that you can actually play. They have to eventually.
Luck be with you, Walker. This one is Elier Sodro, Caravan Elder. Our wares and coin are in short supply, but our camp is open to all who may seek to rest and be at ease. What does your heart seek? No. We Bandari are used to scrutiny, but rarely from such a distance. The Dark Elves in these lands seem colder than most. This is no matter. This one, the shrine. Oh, that shrine. It is a place holy to Dark Elves, yes? Of little interest to us, Khajiit. This one is late in his years and does not remember. But he may have accidentally wandered through? Yes, that was probably so. Ask Shadea. This one thought it sensible to hire protection while crossing a land rife with slavers, and her sharp eyes miss nothing. And you are welcome to ask around our camp, Walker. Make yourself at home among the Bandari. As Bandari, our travels take us wherever the roads may lead us. The roads happen to lead us here, to this Salen Mora. We sought to stay at the grand outpost east of here, but it seems to be in ruins. This one has seen many years pass, and wearies more easily of travel. He thinks just this one more night will do well for his aching bones. You are welcome to join us, Walker. We have food and tents to spare for those who share our company. Perhaps you have come across our kind in your travels before. No matter. We are traveling merchants, seeking to sell our wares in all corners of the land. This one was born on the road and has traveled with this caravan. Shadea and her mercenaries are not, though they would be welcome among us if they desired to be. Our clan opens its arms to those who wish to follow the way of the Bondari. Very different from what this one has seen. This one has seen many years pass, and wearies more easily of travel. He thinks just this one more night will do well for his aching bones. You are welcome to join us, Walker. We have food and tents to spare for those who share our company.
Lucky fetcher. I only ever seem to find musty grain and spuds.
What is it you want? Your nose is too close to my face. This one is called Shadea. She and her mercenaries are here only to protect the caravan for coin. This one dislikes this place and will remain no longer than she must. You have questions? Talk to the elder. This one knows not. This one is not in the habit of paying tithes to foreign saints. The elder may have gone, but he insisted others stay at the camp. Fine by this one, so long as she gets paid. Yes, a nosy walker came to spy and ask foolish questions. And Shadea was the only one bothered by this. Then again, the elder and his family are Bandari. They are used to being treated like criminals. Anything else, nosy walker? Stand a bit closer and find out. This one is quick with her blade and does not hesitate to stick it in those who ask for it. Pray that won't be you. Bother someone else if you're looking for a job, Walker. This one's band has no room to cut in another share. These peddlers can barely afford us as it is.
Here! The locker's in the crypt! He just slipped past!
Change of plans?
I just saw him! The Lock of Rosgard! He's in the crypt! I was setting up protective runes in the crypts when some Swit priests came bumbling in after me and set them off. We were forced to flee when the spirits of the interred attacked us, and then the Lock of Rosgard managed to slither into the... He's so slippery, there's no guarantee they'll even slow him down. Quickly, please. If you can help deter the spirits, I'm sure we can corner him and... Quickly! Into the crypts! We can't let him get away! Hurry! The lock can't be too far ahead!
Yes, I look through everything a lot of the time, and I take it, because it's money.
The way that priest tripped all of your protective runes, it's almost like they're working against you, Relasi.
No! Get him!
Probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Wait.
If only those priests had listened to you, Relasi. You know, it's not too late to switch that.
Shut up! I'm not switching sides! I know that Fetcher's here somewhere. Let's see if we can draw him out.
And the talisman is mine! You know, if you
Nobody saw me. How could the Lark have known? He has the talisman. The real talisman. I made a replica of the original. Switched it out without the High Priest knowing. Then, the High Priest refused my order to take the relic off display. He thinks it's safe as long as he's watching it. But the Lark could steal stripes off a cat. If I couldn't stop his heist, I thought I could at least trick him into taking a replica. That arrogant swit! And if that foolish priest hadn't prematurely set off my runes, I'd have clipped the Lark's wings and had him dead to rights! Tell me this isn't over. Tell me you found something useful. Something at the Khajiit camp, maybe. A story. Great. What reason would this elder have to visit the... Wait. Did you read this? His legend says the relic holds this Eye of Bandar. Fetch it all! I need you to get back to the camp quickly, before the High Priest intervenes. Keep an eye on that elder. If he's really involved, he may not know the danger he's put himself in. Believe me, even if only one of the Khajiit is conspiring with the Lark, the High Priest will make sure the entire camp... I'll see to High Priest Treelam. I'll assure him that you're in pursuit of our thief, and everything is going as planned. If you don't manage to recover the talisman, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Because I'm an Armiger, I should delight in such a grand and poetic experience. But no matter how clever or prepared I am, every chapter against the Lark ends with me playing the fool. This refrain only ends when I beat him for good. You really think they'd have packed up all those tents and left in the time it took us to get through the crypts? Nobody's that fast. Not even the Lark of Ros. The replica, you mean? I know what the Lark said. But I actually have principles. A code I try to live by. I can downplay the caravan's involvement, but... You mean the third-hand account that directly challenges the religious importance of the most sacred relic in the shrine of this peninsula's most influential... Did you forget who you're talking to? It's not my place to challenge the faith in any of the patron saints of the Great Houses. And even if it was, do you really think that stubborn High Priest would give the story any credibility?
back, you fetcher!
Walker, help. Please.
I miss roasting pupil scribs over a fire. So sweet and airy, with a hint of crunch.
They're still alive in the ruins? Walker, please. Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elir Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the ice value to the Bandari, but she heard only the promise of coin. Took them to the ruins. They're still alive. Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elir Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the ice value to the Bandari, but she heard only the promise of coin. Took them to the ruins. The relic is the price of their lives. Too late for me, Walker. Please.
Everything went off without a... Wait. Where is everyone? What happened here? Did you do this? I knew Relasi was desperate to get me, but I never thought she'd order something. Shadea? Why did he tell her? That old cat is too quick to assume the good in everyone. And perhaps I'm about to make the same mistake, but I'll ask it plainly. Can I count on your help in rescuing my client and his family or not? You think the Bandari are paying me? They could barely afford to pay their mercenaries. The Lark of Rosgard never leaves a job unfinished. Simple as that. Stealing is so inelegant a word for what I do. I prefer to think of it as reacquisition. And the simple answer is that some things are much better earned than bought. Trust, for example. If I give you the talisman, when we get to the ruins, I need you to barter with Shadea. Do whatever you can to keep her occupied with the talisman. While you do that, I'll do what I do best. I have some answers, but let's not go on too long. As much as I'd welcome seeing Relasi, I think it's best if we keep ahead of her for the moment. She was on duty guarding the Library of Vivec when she almost caught me reacquiring a rare first edition on behalf of the original author. She took it very personally, and she's been obsessed with catching me ever since. Oh, sure. within kissing distance every time we've met. The only reason she hasn't yet is luck, plain and simple. But you'll never see me admitting that to her. Better to leave her thinking I'm at least one step ahead. She's obsessed with my every movement, but I'm the flirty one, sure. Oh, I wonder if she'll be jealous when she finds out we've been working together. I keep telling her we should run away together. That's probably what she tells herself to keep from saying yes. I met Elier Sudro with a bounty on my head. He could have turned me in for the payout. Instead, he welcomed me into the caravan. And that story... The Bandari believe that favors should be passed on, not repaid. The Lark of Rosgard was born from that idea. Still, we both always wanted to reclaim the Eye of Bandar. So we planned it, with some trickery of our own. Leave that to the customs of the Bandari. His family wanted to reclaim the Eye just as much as him. Going alone was never an option. Still, the camp was vital to misdirect investigation, just as the Lark of Rosgard serves to misdirect. Reacquire, not steal. And no, the only things I keep are memories and my notorious name. You really don't trust me, do you? If you must know, I was waiting until you ran off to try and catch a moment alone with Relasi. If I had known what happened with Shadea, I would have come straight. Nothing. All the times we met before, there was this fire in her eyes when she pursued me. Now it's gone. I think I pushed her too far this time. I thought making my presence known would have just made things worse. I'll meet you at the ruins. Remember to keep Shadea talking as long as possible.
lead out the Elder. Where is the thief?
Shadea, please. This one is sure that Walker means no harm. We can talk through this, yes?
You should have kept your nose to yourself, Walker. This doesn't... What? Where did you... It does not matter. Give it to Shadea, now! With so many hands grasping for it, someone must pay well for it, yes? Shadea is losing patience. Toss it over. What was that? No! Curse you. No! You will pay for this, Walker. Surrender the talisman or the others die.
Please, Walker. Save this one's family. Give her the talisman if you must.
That's Relassi. Follow my lead and play along.
Stop right there!
You've tricked me out of the talisman, but you'll never catch me alive!
Scoundrel! Thief! Pariah, curse you and hound your steps for all your days!
Well, that was convincing. Where are the others?
This one is not injured, Walker. Perhaps it is a better fate than he. This one misplaced his trust, and now pays dearly for it. Those who tried to fight back.
I came as quickly as I could. As soon as I saw what happened at the camp, I followed the tracks here to the outpost. But Vec, what a terrible thing. If there are any others left alive, we need to save them. I'd have been here sooner, but High Priest Treelam kept badgering me with questions. He hasn't even realized his precious relic was replaced with a fake. When I got there, he'd taken it off the pedestal and was clutching it to his chest. While there are lives at stake, I couldn't give a nix. If you can go after them, I'll escort the Elder here safely out of the caverns. Can I...
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Give the talisman willingly? Face Shadea's blade and suffer!
Bandari.
My thanks, Walker.
This one shall pay your favor forward.
Good. I was starting to get worried. The others just passed me. They're safe. Now, all that remains is to decide the fate of the Talisman of St. Voorhis. She wouldn't. The only person Relassi wants to suffer for this crime is me. And she still needs to catch me. Besides, If the High Priest knew about her little stunt with the replica talisman, she'd be finished. We've got that we can hold over her. Way ahead of you. While you were saving the hostages, I doubled back and managed to steal Relasi's replica off the High Priest personally. Serves him right for not listening to my favorite armiger in the first place. So I could give it to you. Will you honor the patron saint of House Telvanni by restoring his shrine's most beloved spoil of war? Or will you don the mask of the pariah and deliver them the replica? The choice is now yours. For everyone involved to keep their desired reputations, there is no one else I can trust with this decision. It has to be you. I mean, I know what I'd do, but it's in your hands now. As far as Relasi knows, you only have the original talisman. If you give the original to Elior Sudro and the replica to Relasi, she'll have to pretend it's the real thing, or get herself in a whole world of trouble by admitting how she lost it. Then you'll have honored the tribunal and saved the Shrine of St. Voorhis from a fate of worshipping a worthless trinket with no real mystical properties for time immemorial. Or perhaps they'd be doing that either way. Who can say? What they don't know won't hurt them. The Eye of Bandar has been lost for generations, and yet the Bandari kept its legend alive through stories. Is the faith in St. Voorhis so fragile that the loss of one relic would send it crumbling? That question, my friend, would be best asked of Elior Sudro. Though if you've heard the tale of his little ancestor, you may have some understanding of it already. Relasi has made things hard for herself, remaining a decent person in her line of work. Even her making that replica was... When we've just started having fun? No. The Lark's got plenty of work to do, believe me. And if I wind up playing the fool in Relasi's story mode... Relasi follows a code, as did St. Voorhis, as do the Bandari. As I do, and I'm sure you do too. Our codes clash and harmonize. Most of the time, they pass in quiet opposition. I'm holding out hope that Relasi and I will harmonize again someday. No. See, the important thing here is that Relasi didn't catch me. In fact, you looking like you caught me works in my favor. Trust me, she needs the encouragement. My reputation wouldn't be half of what it is today without Relasi making me notorious. That's a valuable thing to have. As far as Relasi knows, you only have the original talisman. If you give the original to Elior Sudro and the replica to... Then you'll have honored the tribunal and saved the Shrine of St. Voorhis from a fate. See you around, stranger. And send my fondest farewells to Relasi, will you?
Let's ride!
The Walker has returned. A thought. This one mourns those lost when Shadea's greed overtook her. But we would have lost so much more if it were not for you, Walker. This one knows not how to express his thanks.
Good, you're back. Just as we planned.
You know, I half wondered if you were going to come back at all. Rather, I thought you would, but I also thought I knew everything there was. The Lark gave them to you, did he? Why? Everything he's done today is question what I thought I knew about him, including putting this choice in your hands. If I do, I'll most certainly be stripped of my title as a buoyant armiger. I'll be severely limited in my capacity to stay on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard. And who else is going to apprehend him, if not me? The High Priest doesn't need to know the full details of our investigation. But I need something to return to him. You have something, don't you?
I don't know how it happened. That thief appeared out of nowhere and took the...
This one mourns those lost when Shadea's greed overtook her. But we would have lost. Ha! So, the fate of the Eye of Bandar falls to you. Whichever way you choose, Walker. This one asks only that you do not use what you learned today about the Eye. This one grew up hearing the story of his little ancestor, sparing the life of her caravan by tricking the Fiery One into his obsession with the Eye. Now, this one followed his own obsession, and lost many. Ask what you will. This one will answer. Ah, by all appearances, it is a simple gem trapped within a gilded talisman, yes? The Eye of Bandar is a relic traded between clans of Bandari. The holder may ask for any item, any favor within means, and the receiver must provide. Should you break it free from the talisman, you would see. It is moonstone, worth very little coin, yes? And yet, it is rubbed smooth and small from passing between the hands of my people. A symbol of indulgence and trading in good faith. You mean that the Eye of Bandar inside the relic has no hidden magic at all? By the code of the Bandari, such words would be unwelcome in the ears of those who follow Saint Voris. They would cause harm. And so, this one cannot say, Walker. This one only has the code of the Bandari, to indulge the beliefs of others. Besides, to wield it. Walker, this one is at a loss for words. Our caravan will pay forward your generosity 1,000 times, but what will become of the shrine of Saint Voris? Very good, Walker, very good. You are clever as the pariah, Walker. This one wishes you luck and safe travels in every endeavor.
Good, you're back. Just as we planned.
The Lark got away, but the remaining Khajiit are safe, right? Then it's a victory in my book. I recognize my handiwork. I'll be a hero returning this to the shrine. It's a false victory, but no one needs to know that besides us. Take your payment. If we meet again, I hope it will be after I've taken the upper hand on the Lark of Rosgard. What happened today was a setback, but the knowledge is my burden to bear. No one needs to learn from it except me. I'll make it right by capturing the Lark of Rosgard. I'll send a report to my superiors. I'll remain in Salem Mora for a few days, just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll likely be back on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard. Oh, I've always had an eye for that sort of thing. The sacred gem looked enough like Moonstone that I made it work in a pinch. A little bit of weathering, using some basic spells, and that's it. Sometimes I wonder if I got in the wrong line of work. It's just being furtive and aware of your surroundings. I suppose I have some sort of intuition I've picked up from my work on... You know what? I'm going to stop this line of questioning right here. No, no, no. I get enough teasing about how good a thief I'd be from the Lark of Rosgard. I don't need it from you two. Now run along before I decide to change my mind about not taking anyone into custody from...
Armiger Relossi, your efforts in returning this relic to our shrine will be noted.
What happened today was a setback, but the knowledge is my burden to bear. No one...
Thank you again for your service. I would say that we are in your debt, but this is what Relossi hired you. It's changed somehow. The gem inside seems to have a different sort of luster. I rather wonder if your forceful expression of will in seeing its safe return has somehow tapped into its hidden power. I've heard nothing. But of course, no one knows the talisman as intimately as I do. Our relic being threatened as it was has to mean we'll have an influx of pilgrims soon. Perhaps others will be able to
Over here, good looking.
Yakar needs to fuck off.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Remember that bit of trouble we had with this? Turns out the peace talks we were delivering those invitation medallions for is taking place right here on High Isle. Same as last time, gold and my undying gratitude.
My dockhands are watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps it delayed the ships.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again, my friend. I'm here to represent the Mages Guild at Lord Baccaro's conference. I wonder if I'll have time to find a druid before Lady Arabelle needs me.
So good to see you again, my dear. Remember that little predicament we dealt with not too long ago? Well, now I have a related but larger problem, so let me tell you about my proposition. Oh, nothing tawdry, my dear. We'll be too busy for romantic shenanigans before long, I expect. Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived. I need someone not known around the island to be my eyes and ears. While tales of my exploits credit me with all sorts of talents, I can't be in more than one place at a time. I could use a fresh face to mingle with the locals, determine if anyone knows anything about my 3 missing ships and their cargo. Lord Baccaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do. Check the inn, the lighthouse, and the Loch of Bane Shallows. See if anyone...
I'm a dockmaster, not a bloody mage. What does the lady expect me to do if her ships never made it to the docks in the first place? Should I be? Lady Arabelle suspects some sort of foul play, but not on my docks. Not a chance. Gonfalon Bay is safe. Everyone knows that. Trouble comes from the mainland, not from here. Of course, the waters to the northeast can be treacherous. The closer you get to Amanos, the more unpredictable the currents become. And storms constantly barrage the coast, not to mention sea elf pirates. A good captain knows these things. None of that would keep Lady Arabelle's ships from reaching port. Like I said, storms close to Amanos aren't that unusual. I doubt the ships we're waiting for would have sailed that far north. Just in case, I sent people to look for signs of wreckage.
Ah, a visitor. Or another one of Lady Arabelle's associates. Either way, welcome to our island. Baccaro Valoris, founder of the Society of the Steadfast, at your service. I hope you find your visit to High Isle restful. Yes, a sudden squall of unusual intensity. It died out just as quickly as it arose. I noticed it off to the northeast. Dark clouds filled that part of the horizon. Perhaps our ships were delayed by the shifting winds, or decided to wait out the storm. I'm afraid that's privileged information. Suffice it to say, the cargo coming in on those ships is vital to the... Of course I do. But I learned long ago to have patience when it comes to such matters. Not every setback is a conspiracy, and not every delay is the act of a Daedric cult. Though, if you do learn anything of imminent concern, I'm a philanthropist. I started the Society of the Steadfast to give relief to those caught up in the suffering caused by the Three Banners War. We establish healing tents for the wounded, distribute food and water, and provide whatever aid we can. As Lady Arabelle said, that's not something we're ready to talk about. Not until the cargo from the missing ships is secured. After that, I'll answer any questions you have. I'll even proclaim the purpose of the conference from the town square.
Island Mount.
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Someone ought to do something. Hail, friend. Have you heard about the band of robber knights that waylaid travelers on the road to Gonfalon Bay? I came to High Isle to trade, but getting goods from the interior has become a roll of the dice. A rogue band that calls itself the Ascendant Order. I thought they were only active on the mainland, but they're here on High Isle. Rabble-rousers and troublemakers, if you ask me. And now, I hear they're looting caravans outside the city walls. Not specifically, but I saw some fancy-pants nobles giving the dockmaster grief. Missing ships could mean anything. Storms, pirates, poor winds, worthless navigators. Try Sergeant Dane over there. He's with the Sisters Guard and knows a lot.
Might as well.
You look like you... dragons in your own homeland.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Liberty.
You don't look like... When Duchess... You return, and with the idol. Place it here, and I shall call forth its light. Mother Kinnereth, this traveler has set right the desecration of this holy place. Return to us your blessing, and let your light shine over the land and sea. I can't...
Well, I shouldn't just walk into someone's home, even if they were rude.
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill...
The Ascendant... Valencia...
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a... They lost our people.
Over here. I could use some help. Guild General... No.
Tired of walking anyway. I understand, Valencia. Do what you must to find your friend.
That sounds like a Bane chapel, but only one. Valencia. We know. It's...
There. It's open. Got any more locks you need picked? How about you, Valencia?
I think not, thank you. I can't pinpoint the exact location of Quentin's medallion. He could be anywhere in here.
I'll scout ahead. Maybe someone should watch the door in case anyone follows us.
I'll keep watch. Be careful.
Quentin is our priority, but keep your eyes open. Who knows what the Ascendant Order left lying about? Ascendant Order propaganda. Don't be taken in. They are not as benevolent as they want you to think. No sign of Quentin. We should keep going. The Ascendant Order has the captains of our missing ships. But where are the Alliance leaders? First things first, clear the path to the South Crypt, please. We must rescue the captains and hope that Quentin is with them.
Lady Arabelle.
Kaleen, Zaji, Zuzo. Thank the Divines you're all right. But where are the delegates?
Apologies, my lady. We lost our charges.
Zaji is not all right.
Not to spoil a reunion, but we're about to get company.
Jakan, free the captains. Friend, keep the Ascendant Order at bay. Buy us some time. Collect Valencia and get the captains to safety, Jakan. We'll find Quentin.
The Knights took Quentin away not long ago. I think they're questioning him now.
Then we must hurry. Come, my friend. Down there. It's Quentin. Let's listen and try to figure out what's going on.
A new age of peace is upon us. An age of free people standing together, not kneeling to distant thrones.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
What say you? The war took everything from me. I am with you. How can I help?
Here is your chance, Quentin. Stop these fools and strike a blow for the people.
For the Ascendant Order!
We can't allow the General to stop us. I'm sorry it came to that, but well thought, my friend. Let's speak outside. I didn't Ah, there you are. Go inside and talk to Captain Colleen. Find out what happened at sea. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
Sachi.
Over here, dear. We have much to do. And neither... What?
I advise.
Mess.
I imagine the Ascendant Order ruffians loitering outside. Someone planning to depart doesn't set a meal on the table. A few drops of dry blood. A scuffle, but no. The Ascendant Magus did bribe the Darkmaster, just as Captain Colleen said. Lord Buck...
so much to do.
Vec, I hope you're watching.
You there! Can we speak for a moment? You seem healthy, or at least healthier than most of the Manor's patients. Maybe you could help us out. The patients here... Steadfast Manor, the ancestral home of Lord Bacaro Valoris. Once war broke out, he turned it into a place of healing for the... The Menders are busy tending to the afflicted. That's where you come in. If you find the cause, then they might better understand how to deal with it. I'll reward you for the effort. I'd suggest you talk to some patients who are feeling its effects. Try Arabil Vuls by the fountain, or Malagi. He likes to watch the sea. Oh, and speak with Mender Talil, too. I can give a first-hand report. The first symptom is the nightmares. Other patients have fevers and fits of shaking. Some become confused, believing themselves back on the battlefield. I had to subdue a dark elf who turned on a Mender. Fortunately...
I want to help, Lady Arabelle, but I'm
My associate might be able to help in that regard, Lord Bacaro.
Somewhat.
Such a calming...
But we might find something in there we can use.
You've made your thoughts clear. No one enters the dispensary.
Yeah. Try flat.
Good day, stranger. Did I just... Hard to argue with that. She is a talented healer. Perhaps more than I.
Sorry, Mender. It's closed for cleaning. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's open again. Shouldn't be long. Hey, you almost done in there? I can't keep this up forever. Ah, there you are. Find anything?
Oh, bother. Oh, what a fortuitous turn of fortune. Yes, of course. Milady... Well, usually I'm the one who stumbles into trouble, but this...
I guess this is a fight now.
Hello? Please help me.
Ugh, my head.
All right. Rosalind, right? I am so sorry about this. If I hadn't been so weak.
Everything's going to be fine. Come to the mill. Perhaps I can help you.
I had to do it, Rosalind. It was the only way to guarantee their recovery.
You were poisoning them, Alexis. Look around you.
Oh, I suppose you're here.
Unbelievable. I guess... Nightmare. Alexis Viralane, I swear...
I hope we find more than trouble here.
Well, I shouldn't just... Oh, good. A kind face. I have tried time and again to ask politely for my friend's safe return, but they rudely mock me in response. Would you help me retrieve Privet? Oh, my Privet is without a doubt the most beautiful sheep on the island. Just ask anyone and they'll agree. A swell of Hadalids reside in this cave. They displayed such inner ugliness. Even if my Privet was just your typical sheep, which she is not, that would not excuse the Hadalids' rude behavior. I need someone strong to support my negotiations for Privet's return. How would you feel about joining? I knew you looked friendly. There goes a true friend to animals, I said. Now, with you to accompany me into the cave, our negotiations can begin. I am so much more than a simple farmer. They only think of animals as a...
Preach.
skeleton. Not Privet's, thankfully. I hope this poor soul didn't die alone.
Don't like your odds.
Privet's sash. I gave this to her as a present.
You fetcher!
Finding Privet's sash worries me. She'd never take that off. Unless she left it as a clue. She wants me to know she's here. It was my...
They're coming for us.
We absolutely must leave. Sweet Privet, reunited at last! A cave exit is nearby. Come, Privet, let's get out of here. Oh, my dear Privet. I don't know how I could live without you. No. They thought.
you return alone. My family...
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll fix... 8 above, help me. No, thankfully. Our trial will be to the catacomb. Nope. I'll meet you at the castle's chapel. The entrance to the catacombs is within.
You're going to help us. Oh, the 8 bless you.
Might as well enjoy ourselves while we're here. Do you still prefer a Russafeld Red, my lady?
That would be delightful. Thank you, Bacaro. Introduce yourself to the nobility, my friend. And remember, even the smallest detail...
The High King...
Goodness!
Lord Bacaro has arrived, Duchess. He brought that Lady Arabelle with him.
Welcome to Castle Navir. One should be careful when talking about one's neighbors. Still, Count Mornard's dislike of my family is well... He punished... One should be...
Might I offer you a refreshment, friend? Didn't think I'd miss this little soiree, did you? Listen, I have it on good authority from a very accommodating chambermaid, in fact. That the Duchess has been looking into the Ascendant Order on her own. Not Jakarn, waiter Fred. I'm in disguise. I told you about the chambermaid, right? She's one of the Duchess's personal assistants. Well, she told me where the Duchess keeps her sensitive documents, among other unmentionable items. Nobles in the up.
I don't really take requests. Well, there is a lady I'm interested in. The most...
Of the court, I dedicate this song and dance to the most buxom, curvaceous, voluptuous of all royals, Duchess Alea.
You get down from there at once! Stop this nonsense!
I'm agreeable.
place in the moon regime.
Only stealing if you get caught, right?
And you will be brought to your knees.
Among the others, Lord Bacaro, it may not be safe to return to Steadfast Manor.
Nonsense. I refuse to hide from these creepers. I'll double my guard.
Give me strength. Of all this... Let's meet back inside the chapel. The catacombs entrance is down the stairs.
Oh, Mother. How could you do this to me?
Ah, someone new to talk to. Are you here for something specific or just to say hello? A strange vine. Unusually thick and covered in thorns? In the city? Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. They're connected to the Bloodthorn cult. A clear indication that... Be wary of those vines. Well, don't dawdle. Ask...
Sorry, people, I'm living out my truth.
Oh, Mother.
I like reading too, you know. If you ever need an excuse to get me something.
And I'm looking for a poem.
I hope you've had better luck than I did. The stewards were no help at all. Alright, let's see if we can find that fancy loot. These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here.
With you, Swit!
Hello? I say, Langley, is that you?
It's Isabel Valois, Mortis. I'm healing.
Guys, it's such a pity to have to pull up on this task. I didn't even go yet because they were treasure. Lovely to look at.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. You have to know how to scrap.
We found your sword, Mortons. My second will pass it to you.
You can make it. Keep moving.
I think I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that. I've never been this far into the catacombs. What a story this will make.
You betcha!
I'll take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother Spreadshirt!
Hey. Look! I think that's the loot! Oh. We've got it! Drake, let's get out of here.
La! At last, someone has retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me, away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon.
Ah, fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt. They're martial warriors, somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts. Go on, I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books. Can't miss it.
anything that isn't tied down, won't you?
These tremors grew more powerful. I heard that volcanic fissures are bursting open across the Isles.
First the storm, now this? It must be the work of the Ascendant Order.
You give them too much credit. I have...
Yes, an Ascendant Earthquake. Trust Zaji, he knows.
Was it too much? If this map really... Precisely.
People left books open all over the place. How rude. What was that one about? I found something about crop rotation. Exciting. Find anything promising? Let's chat.
Grove sings of its suffering. Something terrible happened here.
You can hear it? Incredible. Ah, there you are.
Valencia told me of your aunt.
Hello, my...
that fertilizer to grow the best flowers.
I must discover the source of this corruption.
Let's see. Bones of the earth, spirits of the wild, sing unto your servants. Lead us to the source of your pain.
Look! The spirits have sent their messengers. Oh, how beautiful.
Follow the torch bugs, friend. They will lead you to the source of the disturbance. An old druid circle. Here? How did I not know of this?
Errant magicka still lingers. A powerful spell was cast here. Let's look around.
A fire burns deep beneath High Isle. The druids
A
of
cracked
old
staff.
channels its power.
That can occur when the caster
Dangerous
can't contain the
temptation.
magic they attempt to wield.
That stone possessed ancient energy, but more akin to Valesia's.
Whoever cast this ritual obviously attempted to tap into the deep magic of High Isle. The power beneath the surface here is very seductive. But, as I am sure Ravana would tell you, not with certainty, but I can make an educated guess. If the Ascendant Magus used this site to summon the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships, then obviously he lost control. The result, take the item back to Mandrake Manor, my friend. I can do a more thorough examination there. Ravana, if you'll allow me, I believe I can help you dispel the lingering disturbance.
My circle and I thank you, Valesia.
Haste, Squire. We must hasten to our next adventure.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess what he said. Sorry, Isidore.
Shove off then! This
It's
road...
not-
Hurry up, will you, lad? I'll need sustenance forthwith, and you don't have much time to make me a meal.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise. This is it. The Old Stones, the locals call it. Let's find that hilt. That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Burjo arrive.
Careful there, Squire! Don't let them drag That hilt must be around here somewhere. Get to work!
I'm not sure it's chivalrous of me. I want to check on Aurelia first. I'll meet you at the Old Way Shrine along the road. I think...
Help! Anyone, please! He's burning me! Get it off of me!
Poor Rocky. All I wanted to do was ride him, but he didn't seem to want that. I won't give up, though. Someday I'll ride one of them.
Someday you won't be arrogant.
Damn. Sneg and Brelinall beat us here.
Get behind me, squires! Sneg was here first! Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor!
Alright, seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Willibrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems. A cat's paw. A bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps. Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans, maybe? That old man. Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to... In the tail, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I've seen it before. You're back, carrying feathers and branches and flowers, I hope. Cat's paw, beautiful. Careful there. Majestic birds. Right up until you're cleaning scat off the docks. That did it! Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Come here, lass! No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later. All that's left is to...
better go and take my place. I promised Mother I
Follow
wouldn't
me.
embarrass her.
The sooner we start, the sooner it's over.
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isabelle Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, Aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross,
Wonderful.
we present the
Now,
gilded lute of
Perhaps
Sir
we could hear a
Brenvale.
poem or ditty about the adventure, Aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the
commends you,
Staff of the
Aspirant.
Wild Woods, after solving the Wizard
Aspirant
Erlebru's
Valois,
puzzle.
claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isabelle Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the 8.
Dame Isabelle, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
All hail Queen Isolde, ruler of Shornhelm. May her wisdom and beauty guide us for years to come.
You did well, Isabelle. It seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you.
Oh, she was amazing. I am so proud of you.
I've known
Dame
Isabelle.
Isabelle. What a nice ring to it.
What a... If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
I'm sorry, Mother, but you didn't break your word. And I didn't get stuck having breakfast across from Morton's or Langley. Ugh.